What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. So unless you've been living under a rock for the last week or two, WhatsApp has been all over the news and the media for controversy with the new privacy policy. There's a lot of misinformation surrounding WhatsApp and its new privacy policy, and whether or not Facebook and Mark are actually listening and viewing your WhatsApp chat. I'm not here to try to convince you otherwise, but I'm just here to try to make you understand some of the terms included in this privacy policy in case you haven't had the time to go through them yourself. So while there are some changes that will be made for the average user, nothing, absolutely nothing has changed. Your chats will still remain end-to-end encrypted, and Facebook nor WhatsApp will have access to your chats. This means that neither WhatsApp nor Facebook will be able to read messages between you and your contacts. Neither WhatsApp nor Facebook will be able to listen to your voice calls, and neither WhatsApp nor Facebook will be able to view your video calls. And that includes one-on-one chats as well as group chat. The changes that are being made, however, have more to do with WhatsApp Business, specifically the WhatsApp Business API. An API is an application programming interface. With WhatsApp Business, Facebook, the parent company, not Facebook, the social media platform, the parent company is allowing businesses to change how they store, manage, access their chats with their customers, and use those chats to manage their inventory and update their stores and generally conduct business in a very efficient manner. Therefore, Facebook is offering hosting services for these businesses to operate that will allow businesses to save the chats with their customers onto Facebook's servers. Chats with businesses using WhatsApp Business or the WhatsApp Business API, where they are hosting it themselves, will remain end-to-end encrypted. However, there are times when businesses will opt to choose third-party services to do the hosting for them, and WhatsApp will not consider that particular situation to be end-to-end encrypted, as the third party will be able to have access to chats with customers and the businesses that they are interacting with. If a business decides to use Facebook hosting services, Facebook will be able to use, at the instruction of the business, the data for marketing purposes on behalf of the business. The messages will be able to be used by the business for marketing purposes as well as advertising on the Facebook social media platform. WhatsApp will be informing customers that the business which they are interacting with is using Facebook hosting services, and that will be a cue to either opt out or to find some other way of interacting with the business. So that's basically it. Facebook will not be able to read your messages. They have never been able to do so according to their privacy policy. And yeah, sure, a lot of people will argue that they can say one thing and do another thing, but like all other companies, tech companies also have to be audited and to ensure that they are abiding by all the legal terms and all the internet governance laws that are put in place. So they are not collecting any additional data than they have not previously since 2014. They've always had access to your name, your number, your online status updates, your contact list, your profile picture, and other information related to how you use the service on the platform. And they do collect your messages. However, they store the messages temporarily on the server until they are delivered, and then they are deleted. If for whatever reason a message cannot be delivered within 30 days, then WhatsApp will delete that message off of their server. And they also keep track of connections. So if you are being favorited by one of your WhatsApp contacts, then that action will be associated with your account information, that is your name, your number, and your online status. WhatsApp also collects information necessary for customer support. So if the app crashes and you want to send a bug report to them, then that information is being collected in your log files, your crash files. In addition to that, Facebook also collects metadata from your WhatsApp chats, and this is the area where it gets somewhat iffy. The metadata that WhatsApp collects about you includes usage information and how you interact with the application, including log files and other diagnostic information, which they will use for troubleshooting any of your issues. They also collect transactional data. Such data will include whether or not you have paid for your subscription, especially with the WhatsApp business application. Whether you've paid for that subscription through the iTunes App Store or the Google Play Store, then WhatsApp would be able to receive a copy of your payment receipt for your purchase of the app. Well, not necessarily for the app, but your payment for your subscription to be able to use the WhatsApp application. They also collect device and connection information, and that information will include your hardware information, software information, what phone you are using, what operating system you're on, what version of the operating system that you are on, your date and time. We've all seen that little pop-up that says your time is not up to date, and WhatsApp will not give you access to your messages until you have updated your time. And this is because when you send a message, you need to be able to have the correct timestamps for sending and receiving new messages or older messages. Those need to be in sync. WhatsApp will also collect your mobile IP address, well, the IP address of your handset, as well as your phone number. They will also collect cookies, especially when you use the desktop application, or whether you have accessed the FAQs through the application. So they use that information to determine which FAQs are the most popular ones. These cookies will also include your language and preferences. This is why whenever you switch to a new device, you automatically get you automatically get the language. You also get back your last WhatsApp status and your name. Which brings me to my next point, which is status information. WhatsApp will also collect those to let your contacts know when you were last online, when you viewed a message, and let them know what online status you have set your status to. They also collect data about you from third-party applications which you have given access to. So say you have used the share button to share something to WhatsApp, then these third-party applications will also have some information about you, and WhatsApp will also have some information about you and what it is that you are viewing off their application. This could also include diagnostic information which you will enter or upload to your app stores in conjunction with your reviews or if you're trying to contact any of the developers. These types of information are nothing new. Well, WhatsApp has been collecting that data since 2014, and they've been sharing some of it with Facebook. And I think this is the biggest qualm that people have with the platform, is the big tech giants like Facebook and Google. You can stop listening now. The big tech giants like Facebook and Google, they are basically just using all our data to benefit themselves and make money off of us. This is the issue that most people have with the platform. So all the metadata that they are collecting, not just for efficiency in using the WhatsApp service, but this information is then being shared with the parent company, so that when we go on the platform, we are presented with all these ads like, they have been listening. In any case, it is totally up to you if you want to migrate to a different platform. WhatsApp has seen a decline in their downloads over the past week, January 5th to 12th. They're at 10.6 from 12.7 million downloads for the week January 5th to the 12th. While on the flip side, Signal has seen 61 times the increase in downloads from the previous week. They are now at 17.8 million downloads for that same week, while Telegram is at 15.7 million for that same period. All in all, WhatsApp has always collected this kind of data about us and our usage on their platform. I'm not sure why this is some big hurrah right now, but like I said, it's misinformation with the new privacy policy, and I especially don't understand seeing people on the Facebook platform complain about information getting shared with Facebook when they're already on Facebook, and Facebook is collecting even more data about us on that platform. So it's really funny to me. And while Signal is a better, more secure alternative to instant messaging than WhatsApp is, if you really want to get away from all the snooping that these tech giants are doing, Google. Then perhaps owning a smartphone is not the best option for you. Let me know in the comments whether or not you will be switching from the WhatsApp messaging platform to another, and what's your choice? Are you more comfortable with Signal, or do you prefer Telegram? I know Telegram has a lot of additional features that Signal does not, and WhatsApp also has its own features that kind of keep us coming. I know that a lot of people have been making a lot of use of WhatsApp status updates, WhatsApp stories. I am one of them. I post every day. It could be very annoying, especially when family has birthdays, but more about that in my Google Photos video up here. Let's hope it's okay. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I post new content. And don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends and family so they too can have a better understanding of what's going on with this whole WhatsApp fiasco. I tried a new look today. This is inspired by my sister. not so big on color, but something different.